Sketcher. I mean, there's not even walls. How are we going to fit a bed in here for you?
Anne, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just hanging out with the red-footed tortoises to kind of see what their space looks like. But I got to say, I mean, they can't even fit a TV in here.
Do tortoises need a TV?
I mean, I would want a TV.
Yeah, but I think animals' wants and needs might be a little different from ours. Maybe we should learn a little bit more about them.
Yeah, you might be onto something. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Ann over at Como Park Zoo and Conservatory. Sometimes it's easy to forget that when we're caring for animals, that animals are the same, but also different from humans. Animals need the same things as humans, such as food, water, and shelter, but they need them in different ways. Let's go explore some animal homes at Como and see how we're meeting their individual needs. Let's take a look at our first habitat. Can you guess who lives there based on what you see? Did you get a good look? Who do you think lives there? If you guessed orangutans, you're correct. Maybe you noticed the branches and ropes that they can climb on and swing from. Or maybe you thought it looks a little bit like a jungle in there. At Como, we have 4 orangutans, and this habitat is great for meeting their needs of climbing and swinging. Orangutans are also curious and playful. Kamala is 7 years old and loves to swing around and play with toys all day. She especially likes to play dress-up with pieces of fabric. And Amanda likes that the zookeepers put a lot of bedding down for her to gather into a pile by the window. That way she's nice and comfortable while she people watches, one of her favorite activities. When it's warm outside, the orangutans can always make the choice to go outside and play in the playground, or they can hang out inside in the jungle, where it's air conditioned. Let's take a look at our next habitat. Can you guess who lives there? That one's a little trickier. Did you make a guess? You may have saw all of the vertical space and rocks and think this might be a good space for an animal who likes to jump and climb. If you guessed cougar, like Jasper right behind me, you are correct. This habitat belongs to Ruby and Jasper, our cougars. Cougars can jump 18 feet from a sitting position, and they love to hunt prey from above, so they really like that their habitat has a lot of space so that they can climb up and down on. Because they're young cats, Ruby and Jasper still like to play a lot. Their exhibit has toys like balls and cardboard boxes for them to pounce on and hunt. And something you can't see but is still an important part of their exhibit, smells. Cats have a great sense of smell, and zookeepers will put different smells around their exhibit to find and sniff. It's a good mental exercise for them to use their noses and smell something new and interesting. All right, let's see who lives in our next animal home. Well, it sure looks like someone who likes to swim must live there. If you guessed polar bear, you're correct. Polar bears love to swim, and our bears, Neil, Nan, and Kulu, can choose to swim in the shallow pool or the deep pool we saw in the video. That pool is 16 feet deep. Polar bears in the wild spend time on land and in the water. They also need to break sea ice to get at their main food item, seals. At Como, we give our bears large barrels. They like to jump up and down on those barrels just like they're breaking through sea ice. Bears are curious and playful too, and so large toys that float are a big hit for them to play with in the water. Kulu especially is a big fan of his giant pickle. They are large animals with strong jaws, so toys must be tough and durable. In the winter, the bears have access to the knuckle. It has heated floors, which feels especially good for old bears like Neil. And in the summer, if they don't want to cool off by taking a dip, the knuckle and indoor spaces have air conditioning. All right, let's go see our next animal home. That last one was a little different. Looks like the animal who lives here is someone who lives down low and up high. If you guessed a bird, you're correct. Specifically, the sun bittern. Can you see her? Sun bitterns are rainforest birds, and like most birds, they spend a lot of time in the trees. But they're also shore birds, which means that they get their food from the water. In tropical encounters where our sun bitterns live, they have access to flowing water and logs to walk on. They like to eat their food from the ground, so zookeepers have a food dish near the river especially for them. But they also have a nest platform high up in the canopy so they can safely raise chicks. Natural habitats like our tropical encounters allow our sun bitterns to live their lives very much the same way as they would in the wild. Special animals require special care, and sometimes their needs are different from human needs. Next time you visit Como, I hope you'll take an extra close look to see how our zookeepers are meeting those individual animal needs. All right, Sketcher, I hear you. Next time, no TV. I'll bring strawberries instead. See you next time.